At 19, I quit arguably the most addictive habit on the planet, porn. After a 6-year addiction, I quit porn, and in this video I'm going to teach you what I'd do if I had to start again from scratch. Now, my porn addiction, each time I'd try and quit, I'd get onto NoFap, like everyone else would tell me, and, I'd get 1-2 days in, then I'd relapse on day 3, day 4. This happened about 50 times, right? Get fully motivated, feeling great, this is going to be the time I quit porn. 1-2 days in, day 3 rolls around, and I just fail and relapse 4 times the same day, okay? The reason this happened is because I was trying to rush it. I was trying to quit porn in 2 weeks, but I've had this addiction for 6 years. You can't just expect to, quit porn cold turkey, to never watch it again, and think, everything's gonna change, right? Can't do that. You've got to take your time and accept it's going to take months to quit. With the right system that I'm going to teach you, it will take months. With any other system, it will take years or you'll never quit, okay? So that was my experience trying to quit porn, and it failed every single time. So step 1 of what I would do is get onto my system called LessFap. Now, LessFap is just how it sounds. I want you this week to fap less than you did last week. Just gradually though, just slightly less. So if you watched porn 7 times last week, I want you to watch it 5 times this week, or even 6 times, right? And everyone else would say, well, no, that's going to take ages. You should just go to 0, that's fast. Well, that's retarded, because you just gone from 7 to 0 in the space of 1 week. Would you tell the skinny guy who comes into the gym, he's skinny, he's never been, would you tell him to lift the heaviest weight there? No, that's stupid. He'd lift the small weight and work his way up week by week. Same with you. You're addicted to porn, yet you want to quit cold turkey. That makes no sense, right? So go from 7 to 5 to 3 to 2 to 1. Then within a few weeks, potentially for you, you'll be watching porn maybe once a week, a few times a month. And at that point, you do not have an addiction. But in a few weeks' time, when I've cured your addiction with LessFap, if you were to go on NoFap from today, you'd be coming back in a few weeks saying, yeah, I'm still addicted. Yeah, I know. I've been where you are. I'm telling you, don't go that way, right? We're both going through the jungle. I'm ahead of you, okay? I fall on these sticks. I scratch myself. I get onto NoFap. I'm like, watch that fucking twig. Don't fall on it. I just did it. And then you walking and falling on it. I was like, I just told you, come this way, not that way. Some of you are still going to go that way, not take my advice, and just hurt yourself, okay? But the smart people, it was said, smart people learn from their own mistakes. Wise people learn from the mistakes of others. So be wise, all right? Learn from my mistakes. Come this way, get onto LessFap, and your addiction will be gone. The reason this works so well, by the way, is because, number 1, you still get to watch porn. You don't just cut it out cold turkey, which is great, all right? Number 2, each week, you'll be noticing benefits, like a bit more confidence, a bit less anxiety, a bit more testosterone, a bit more energy. You're not going to be the most energetic, most confident person by week 1, but you'll be noticing differences. You'll be 5% more confident. You'll have 5% more energy. And when you notice these little differences, you're just going to feel great, and you're not going to want to quit. You're going to want to crave more of these benefits, so you're going to keep going. And finally, the reason LessFap works so well is because you're getting progress towards a goal that you've set, which is all men want, really. You set a goal, quit porn, and each week you're going to be making good progress towards it. And this may sound simple, like, oh yeah, no way. But men crave progress towards goals. We've always set goals. We've always been in wars where there's been a goal. Beat them, essentially. We don't have that anymore. That is why everyone's depressed. So for men to be happy, just set a goal, make progress towards it, and you're going to feel great. Now, before I give you my other tips, if you like my advice, if you trust me, if you want to learn the best and fastest way to quit porn, the link below is my porn quitting course. Check it out, you might be interested. Now, step 2, stop caring so much when I relapse. Now, I used to get so mad at myself, hate myself completely, feel like a loser, tell myself I was a loser who can't get girls every time I relapsed. This was because I was on NoFap, because, you'd reset your NoFap streak, you'd hate yourself, you'd relapse again. But each time, I watched porn, even if I hadn't done it for a week, I'd be like, oh, you're an idiot, why have you done that, why have you done this, why have you done that, blah, blah, blah. And when you beat yourself up about it, Some may say it's good for you, but I don't think it is, because now, when you watch porn, it's because you feel bored, depressed, or lonely. When you beat yourself up, when you say, oh, you're a loser, you're this, you're that, you're making yourself feel like depressed or bored or lonely. You're making yourself feel these negative emotions, which is going to lead you to jacking off again. Then you're going to say these things again, then you jack off again. It's a vicious cycle when you beat yourself up about it, and you end up jerking off 3 times the same night, losing sleep, waking up feeling like a loser, waking up tired, accomplishing nothing that day. Now, instead, what if you relapse once? You're not going to beat yourself up about it because you're on less FAP, you can still do it, just reduce it. But even if you do fail on less FAP, who cares, right? It's just one relapse, just relax. You just got to see it as one relapse, okay? Just move on. Just tell yourself, if you beat yourself up about this, you're just going to end up doing it again and hating yourself even more. Instead, the next time you relapse when you didn't want to, right, tell yourself that it was good for you. All right, I want you to use this tool each time you relapse. Say it was good for you. Say whatever bullshit excuse you want to use. Yeah, that girl wants me in the video. My testosterone's just gone up. It's complete lies, but just tell yourself this to make yourself feel good. Now, throughout the day, don't be saying, yeah, porn's good for me, it increases my testosterone. Oh, it doesn't. But I'm saying, use this as a tool immediately after you watch porn to avoid you beating yourself up and hating yourself. Just say, yeah, that was good for me. It's going to help me sleep now. I'm going to bed. That is a whole lot better than saying, yeah, I'm a loser, I'm this, I'm that. And staying up for hours overthinking. Just be like the dumb retard who's like, yeah, whatever, I'm tired now. I'm going to sleep. That will help you with your addiction so much. Stop caring so much each time you relapse. And the final step of how I'd quit porn, if I had to start from scratch, is I would improve my shit life. My life was the worst when I was watching porn so much. It isn't because I was watching porn that my life was shit. My life was shit, so I watched a lot of porn to help me feel better, okay? Stop looking at porn as the issue, because it's not. It never was. No one's got a porn addiction. What they have is a shit life. Your shit life is the actual problem. Porn is a symptom. Video games is a symptom. Being fat and eating junk food is a symptom. What this means is if you fix your shit life, these symptoms go away. You stop watching porn, you stop playing video games, you stop eating junk food. They just go away because they were never the problem. The actual problem is your shit life. So what do I mean? Well, most guys, if you were like me, you know, you go to a school you don't like, you got dickhead friends, go to a college to study something you don't want to study, a uni to study something you don't want to study, a job, a 9 to 5 which you hate. You might find a wife, a girl that's mid because you're watching porn too much, so you're unambitious, you're unattractive. So you're going to find an unattractive woman. You'll marry her because you've got no options. She doesn't even like you. You've got mediocre kids who don't respect you. Your wife doesn't have sex with you. And you've still got a porn addiction, you're fat, come home from your job every day that you hate, and you're depressed every single day. That's the average existence for most guys. Or that's the average future for most guys. If you watch too much porn, that is the life you are going down. Now, when I thought about that, I didn't think it in that detail, but I was like, my life's going nowhere. I've got no goals or aspirations. This is shit. So, I was a pussy back then. So I was like, all right, I feel bad now, so I'm going to watch porn because it makes me feel good. Then I'm going to play video games because it makes me feel good. Then I'm going to eat junk food because it makes me feel good. All these things, just putting a bandage over the wound, but the wound's still bleeding. All right? You fix the wound and the need for the bandages is gone. Okay? You fix your shit life, the need for porn is gone because you're not depressed all the time. You're happy. When you're happy, you don't jerk off. You read, you talk to people, socialise, you go to the gym, you meditate, you do these good things. When you're sad, lonely or depressed, you watch porn. Simple as that. All right? So, how do we fix our shit lives? Simple. As I said before, you set a goal and you work towards it. That is it. Write down 1 to 2 long-term goals. Goals for the next few years. My goals are to make 10k a month, doing a business that helps people and that I can retire my mum with and that I can live a great life with. And also to build a 10 out of 10 physique so that I'm proud of myself, guys respect me and girls are attracted. Simple. That's the goal for most guys. Whether they admit it or not, I don't know, I don't really care. But I'll admit it, that is my goals. I've written them down and that's what I'll achieve. picture my life now with that in the future. That's what I get to wake up thinking about every day, make progress towards every single day. I've got no need for porn because I'm excited. I'm motivated to achieve these things. But back before, I had nothing to be grateful for, nothing to be happy for, nothing to look forward to. And when you've got nothing in your life to look forward to, that's when depression sinks in. That's when you're like, oh, what's the point of all this? Men have always had a purpose. As I said, they've been in wars, they've conquered things, they've done shit like that. But now, everyone's so soft, there's no purpose, there's no nothing, there's no goals, so everyone is depressed. It's only the guys who set goals and work towards them that just come out on top in every single area of life than everyone else. Simple as that. Set a goal and start working towards it every day, and you're in the top 10% of men. Well done. Yeah, it's great. Most men are complete losers once you realise this, all right? So set your goal, write it down, and work towards it ruthlessly every single day. And your porn addiction won't be cured from this, but you might watch porn 50% less, which is huge. If you're used to watching it 30 times in a month, you might watch it 15 times or 20 times. That's just from setting goals. Because now you've got something to look forward to. Now you're not permanently sad. Now, this is a tool that I want you to use with LessFap, okay? Don't just go to zero on LessFap thinking, oh, I can do it, my life's great now. You can't quit cold turkey. Don't forget that. You can still watch porn. Don't take it away from yourself straight away. Just keep reducing how much you watch it. Remind yourself of your goals, work towards them every day. And when you're working towards your goals, you'll get in bed sometimes and you'll be like, I'm too tired to watch porn, I'll do it tomorrow. Don't force yourself to watch it if you're too tired. Just be like, cool, I'll watch it tomorrow because I'm too tired now. And that's fine, okay? And also stop caring each time you relapse. It is not a big deal. Just move on and stop being a pussy, all right? If you like this advice, if you trust me, if you want the link below, it's extremely cheap. The price should be thousands, but it's not. It's my porn quitting course. Once you buy it, by the way, and learn how to quit porn, there's a free bonus section on how to speak to girls, attract them, do whatever, because you're going to need that when you quit porn. Now, a game I've been playing with the customers that have bought my course is seeing how quickly they can quit porn once they bought it. Because if you remember, if you're on NoFap, in 6 months of being on NoFap, you make zero progress and it's depressing. If you buy my course and follow my system, which is easy to follow, in 6 months' time, just look at the progress you'll make compared to NoFap, right? And for just £40, I think it is, I think it's a steal. It's the best porn quitting system on the internet. I've looked at all the others online, I've bought them, they're all shit. It's the truth. So buy it if you're interested. Subscribe if this helps, and goodbye.